The first-generation Honda Jazz sold in Russia was equipped with a 1.2-liter gasoline engine, 78 horsepower, in the basic configuration, Cool, which works only with a 5-speed manual transmission. Such a car had the following equipment: power steering, 4PB, ABS, 2 ESP, air conditioning, central locking, and an audio system with 2 speakers. The more expensive Elegance version was upgraded with climate control, EBD, and heated mirrors. In this version, the Jazz was equipped with a 1.4-liter engine, 83 horsepower, which could function both with the aforementioned mechanics and with the CVT gearbox. The Honda Jazz had the highest equipment in the Sport package. Such a car had a plastic body kit in a sporty style and was equipped with the same power unit as in the Elegance version, but only with a variator. In addition to all of the above options, this Jazz could still boast of electric folding mirrors, 4 ESP, and a good sound system with 6 speakers. On sale in the secondary market, you can find this Japanese hatchback with a 1.5-liter engine, 110 horsepower. Such cars were originally intended for European countries abroad, but with the help of drivers, they also appeared in Russia. Honda Fit at Home in Japan was twice recognized as the Car of the Year, in 2002 and in 2007. These figures indicate the high reliability and practicality of the machine. Jazz, being a complete analog of the Fit model, has not gained much popularity in Russia, although it is a strong competitor among classmates. Next, let's try to figure out how hardy a car with a musical name is in the field of Russian roads, being already in a used form. When choosing a used car, you should always rely on the fact that some parts and assemblies have exhausted their resources and need to be replaced. In terms of chassis, the Honda Jazz is average in terms of reliability. The critical point can be considered when numbers appear on the odometer in the range of 60 to 70,000 kilometers. Most often, knocks appear in the suspension for such a run. These sounds can be produced by several parts at once, such as front stabilizer bushings, front wheel bearings, and suspension strut mounts. The next transshipment stage for the replacement of consumables begins in the interval of 70 to 80,000 kilometers. By this time, critical wear occurs at the silent blocks of the lower arms of the front suspension and rear wheel bearings. A little more than 100,000 kilometers are shock absorber struts and steering tips. The brake system of a Japanese hatchback does not surprise the driver and serves well for a long time. You just need to remember that the brake pads should be changed every 40,000 kilometers. The service life of brake discs exceeds the above interval twice. Only a small clearance, 140 millimeters, for the Honda Jazz gives the owner discomfort when driving, especially in winter. Most of the Honda Jazz sold in the Russian secondary market have a 1.4-liter engine that works with the CVT. Often they say about such a car, trolleybus. Despite the variator, in urban mode Jazz eats only 6 to 7 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers of travel. When choosing a model with trolleybus traction, you need to remember that the oil and filter in the transmission should be changed every 40,000 kilometers. If this service interval is increased, then by 150 to 200,000 kilometers of run, when starting and stopping, the variator will begin to give out shocks and jerks. This problem is solved by cleaning the box valve block. It happens that similar symptoms of the disease appear with other malfunctions: failure of the ignition coils. Their breakdown is most often due to malfunctioning spark plugs. They are recommended to be changed every 30 to 40,000 kilometers. On engines with volumes of 1.2 and 1.4, 2 candles are provided for each cylinder, which improves fuel combustion. Therefore, 8 pieces are needed to replace them. And a few more words about the transmission. A manual transmission does not require maintenance for almost the entire life of the machine. But the variator, in addition to the above maintenance processes, adds the need to change its mounting support, variator cushion, every 40 to 50,000 kilometers. You will understand the need for this procedure with the characteristic vibration at idle and a knock when starting the car. Comfortable seats and high-quality interior materials please their owners even after 50 to 60,000 kilometers. Various squeaks and crickets are extremely rare. Despite the small size of the Honda Jazz, the luggage compartment has a volume of 380 liters, which is a solid indicator among classmates. In addition, the options for transforming the rear seats in various positions makes the Japanese hatchback a real all-rounder. The electrical equipment of the car does not allow itself flaws even after the first 100,000 kilometers. As for the use of the heating system and air conditioning, It is worth noting that by 80 to 100,000 kilometers of the life of a car, the efficiency of these systems is significantly reduced. To resume their power performance, it is necessary to clean the air duct system. The car body rarely corrodes and does not require special care. Japanese hatchback Honda Jazz as a used car can be considered a good buy. Its weak point is not very durable suspension, and the engine and transmissions, with proper care, will not take you by surprise. It is quite difficult to find parts for this car. The so-called doubles and original spare parts are far from cheap.